Alrighty, so this is the remainder of section 7.1. We already completed the first two questions, so I'm going to start from 3 and then go to 11. Okay, so for the first one, we have the integral of ln x raised to the 2. Remember, when you're doing integration by parts, you want to choose your u using this limit. L stands for log, and then we have inverse, polynomials, exponentials, and trig. So the first one that comes up is ln. So our u is ln x, and then that means the rest of everything would be the squared and the dx. Okay, so that's kind of weird because we can't just have nothing raised to a power of 2. So that's when limit doesn't work, and now we have to choose u as something else. So we're going to choose the u as the entire ln x squared. Okay, so we choose ln x squared to be our u, and the remainder is going to be our dv, which is just dx. Okay, so this green thing right here is something that you need to have memorized. We were given this in the problem, and we've decided our u is ln x squared and our dv is everything else. And now we're going to rewrite it like this left hand side. So if u is ln x squared, first we need to find du by taking the derivative. Remember, ln is your crap, so crap squared, if we take the derivative of that, that is going to be 2 crap times the derivative of the crap. So the derivative of ln x is going to be 1 over x times the chain rule, and in this case the chain rule is just 1 there, okay? So next we have our dv. There's an imaginary 1 there, right? If we're going from dv to v, that means we're doing the antiderivative. So we're taking the integral, which means we are going to have x. Once you do that, I would always go back and check. So if I take the derivative of x, what do we get? Just 1, so that worked out, okay? So now we're going to rewrite what we have using this right-hand side. So we write it as u times v minus v times du, so this new stuff that we found, okay? And then once we do that, we can simplify and reorder. I moved this x over here, and remember, if you have just numbers or those scalars, you can move them on the outside of the integral. So I moved that 2 to the outside. These x's right here will cancel, and then we're just left with ln x, okay? So from example 2 that we previously done, we know that this orange part right here is actually equal to this orange part right here. So we know that that is the same thing as x times ln x minus x. Because we're taking the integral and it's not going from an interval, we're going to add the plus c. To get rid of parentheses, first we check the power and then we distribute. Just make sure you distribute the sign also, so you distribute the negative. And that would be the final answer.